friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing a new traveler's notebook that I recently got from Amazon. Let's start with a quick overview. This traveler's notebook is from the brand Traveler & More. It comes already set up with a cover, 4 notebooks, a craft folder, a vinyl zip pocket, and a bookmark. It currently retails for $29.29, so you can get a lot of products for your money compared to other brands where you can't even get the cover for $29. I think this is a great option for people who are curious about the concept of a traveler's notebook and want to try it out but don't want to break the bank. Because let's be honest, traveler's notebooks can get very expensive. Let's talk about the cover first. The cover is made of black leather with the Traveler & More logo engraved onto the spine. It's extra wide so you can fit a lot of inserts inside without any overhang. In fact, even with all 4 notebooks, a craft folder, and a zip pocket inside, the cover still extends about 1/4 of an inch front and back. There are subtle brass details attached to the elastic cords that hold the inserts, and the cord that encloses the notebook has a piece of leather that's meant to protect the cover's edges from wear and tear. I think the cover is a really great quality for the price, and according to the product description, it will develop a nice patina. Let's talk about the notebooks. As far as I can tell, all 4 notebooks have the same craft brown cover and are made with thick cream colored paper. There is a lined notebook, grid notebook, blank notebook, and a daily planner. I swatched some of my favorite journaling supplies in the lined notebook to test out the paper quality. Every time I get a new notebook, I test out a page to see if the ink shows up on the other side. When it shows up very faintly, that is called ghosting, and in some cases, like with fountain pen inks or calligraphy inks, it might even bleed through the other side. There was some bleed through with my fountain pen ink, the mild liner markers, and especially the watercolors. However, the gel ink pen is hardly noticeable at all on the other side. I'm really surprised that the archival black ink pad didn't even bleed through, because it does with a lot of other papers that I've tried it on. I love grid notebooks. I like this one in particular because the lines aren't too dark or too light. They are a light gray and they kind of fade away once you have stuff on the page. The squares are about 3/16 of an inch, and it's great for bullet journaling, designing, or whatever you're creating that needs some structure. Each page has 21 squares across and 42 squares from top to bottom. The blank notebook would be great for sketching, creative journaling, or brainstorming. I wouldn't recommend painting in it unless you don't mind the paint bleeding through to the other pages. As for the planner, it's a totally new format for me, but I decided to give it a try by writing out my ideal routine. At the top left, you can mark the day of the week, and you can note the memo number and date at the top right. I didn't really need the first 5 lines because it starts at 1 a.m. in the morning, so I don't see myself using this planner insert because I don't have a need for an hourly breakdown for all 24 hours of the day. Plus, I already have a planner system in the form of a bullet journal. Even if structured planners are your thing, I don't think this would be enough for a standalone planner because there are no monthly or weekly pages to give you an overview for long-term planning. I feel like this planner insert was an odd thing to include. It's almost like it's doing too much with the hourly breakdown, but at the same time, it's not enough to be a full-fledged planner. The craft file folder and zip pocket are pretty standard. There are 3 card holders and a large pocket, and the zipper works pretty well. I really like that these are included because they're so useful for holding memorabilia, stickers, and other paper goods from your adventures. What I love about traveler's notebooks in general is that they're completely customizable. To make this a better setup for me, I would take out the planner insert and maybe add another grid insert or make an insert out of watercolor paper or mixed media paper so that I could paint in here as well. The main thing about this particular notebook is that instead of buying the different components separately, you start with a pre-packaged setup, but you can always take things out and add things in to customize it. There aren't as many options for different kinds of paper and notebooks from this specific brand, so you might need to supplement it with other kinds of notebooks or even create your own, but the advantage is the price. This basic setup gets you very far for a fraction of the cost. At the beginning of the year, I started using my traveler's notebook as my bullet journal and a Hobonichi as my daily journal. Ever since I made that switch, I have really missed using a traveler's notebook for more creative pursuits. So I will continue to use my other traveler's notebook as my planner, and this one will be for sketching, creative writing, and art journaling. Of course, I will continue to challenge myself to write daily in my Hobonichi. Let me know what you think of this traveler's notebook in the comments below, and I'd love to know if this was helpful or not. There is a link to where you can find this on Amazon in my video description below. Let me know if there are any other stationery products that you're curious about and would like me to review. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.